Hey, Mike, two quick things. Jet question, but have you had Dave Quinn on yet? He looks like a terrific coach right now. I waited for a while to call you about him.
I had him on before the season started. I haven't had him on since. I know someone. I have a friend who's very close with him, so they were very high on him. They thought he was going to do well, so it looks like he's doing really well.
He is, Mike. You know, after the Ranger loss, the Rangers typically get buried. They won 2 games in a row, and they played their best game last night. Mike, quick Jet question. Mm-hmm. Rank these 3 guys, Arians and the 2 Harbaugh brothers. How would you rank them if the Jets could have any one of those 3?
Jim's not a candidate. He's not a candidate. He's not going. He's not. There's never going to be a candidate. Not happening. Well, so the other 2, I would prefer Arians for Donald. The thing that worries me with Harbaugh, and Harbaugh is a very good coach. He's a good organization guy. I want to know who he's bringing to coach the offense. I want to know who he's bringing to develop the quarterback, because it's not him. Arians is going to develop the quarterback himself. That's his job. That's what he's going to bring. That's what Andy's doing in Kansas City with Mahomes. That's Andy developing that quarterback. No one else. It's Andy developing him. And Andy's not only doing that, he's obviously, giving the league a whole new way of playing. He's changed everything for everybody. Half the world's running Andy's offense now. Mike and Comac, what's up, Mike?
Mike.
Yes, Mike.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, Matt, excuse me. Matt, what's up? What's up, Matt?
That's all right, buddy.
What's happening?
Paxton.
Yeah.
What's his deal against the Red Sox? What's his record against the Red Sox?
I don't know. I really don't know. And I wouldn't hold it against him. He gets a clean slate. This is a new world. I don't even know what it is. I don't know how many times he's pitched against the Red Sox, to be honest with you. I really don't know. But I'm not going to hold it against him if it's not great. He gets a new slate. Now he's a Yankee. So whether it was good or bad, now it's about a new world. Richard in Manhattan, what's up, Richard?
Mike, on Sunday, the Tampa Bay coach made a big mistake going for the onside kick with 2 minutes, 24 seconds left. He had the 2-minute warning. Now, when you try an onside kick and everyone knows it's coming, your chances are 1 in 10. He tried the onside kick. He gave the Giants great field position. His defense had to stop the Giants on 3 downs. That's a better than 1 in 10 chance. That's a 1 in 3 chance. And what did they do? They stopped the Giants on 3 downs. Giants punted the ball, and they ran 45 and 40. 22 seconds left, Mike.
Richard, with 1 timeout.
No timeouts. They just had
with no timeouts and a 2-minute warning.
Right.
Okay, you're only getting the ball back.
With 25 seconds left.
That's why you kick onside every time. You're only getting the ball back with 25 seconds left. That's why you have to kick onside. You have to. You have to try to get the ball, because you're not getting the ball back unless you get the ball back with 25 or fewer seconds. If you handle it right and you don't do anything stupid like go out of bounds or pass the ball incomplete, you're going to get the ball back with 25 seconds left. And that's the best you can hope for. That's not enough. It's not enough. Craig in Michigan. Craig in Merrick. What's up, Craig?
Hey, Mike, I want to ask you about the Ohio State-Michigan
Go ahead.
football game this coming Saturday.
Go ahead.
Who do you like?
I like Michigan.
You like Michigan. Okay, my daughter's a freshman over there at Ohio State, and she's very excited to go to the game.
She should be very excited. It's to be a biggest thrill she's probably ever had. It's a remarkable game to go to. I've been to 2 in each building. It's an incredible game. And has she been to a football game this year?
I have not. She has been to all the home games.
She has. So she's already told you she's seen Script, Ohio?
She loves it. She loves it. She went to the skull session and everything.
But she told you about Script, Ohio? She saw it?
Yes, she has.
All right. Well, that's one of the best things I've ever seen in person that anyone would do at a football game is Script, Ohio. It's a remarkable thing. That and cadets marching in are the 2 best things you see in college football. Simon in Lakewood, New Jersey. What's up, Simon?
Yeah, Mike, I got to give you a lot of credit, man. Like, I was watching you last night during the game. I mean, staying up late and, doing that, I really appreciate it. I'm sure a lot of fans appreciate all that you do for us. But
well, thank you.
I want to talk about the game for a second. Like, yeah. I mean, I'm a big Pat Mahomes guy, but, I mean, that guy Goff can play. That kid's got it. I think the Rams are going to win it all this year. What do you think?
They could. I mean, I don't count the Chiefs out yet. I don't count the Pats out yet. I don't count the Saints out yet. I think they're all live. I think the Steelers might be live, too. I mean, I'd like to see a little bit more from the Steelers defense. That worries me a little bit. But I thought Mahomes got a little rattled. I thought he got beat up a little bit last night. Got a little rattled late in the game. I was a little surprised he got rattled late. I was surprised they didn't move him a little more. But give them credit. They got a good pass rush on him, and they made a lot of plays. Because let's be honest, when they got him blocked, they weren't stopping him. And they weren't stopping Hill. I mean, I know he's cocky, and I know he's a pain in the neck, man. But that guy, he is just absolutely, lethal. 10 catches, 215 yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, boy, he is tough. Joe in Orange County. What's up, Joe?
Hey, how you doing, Mike?
What's happening?
I know you were against the Sabathia move, too, as I was. But now that they end up getting Paxton, that let's say they sign Corbin, and then there could be another deal in the works or another free agent, he's going to clog up that rotation.
No,
when
he
he's
won't.
Ineffective, what are they going to do with him when he's ineffective?
Listen, you need 7 starters. You're going to have injuries. It's a fact of life. 7... And at 7, I bet you're still going to reach down for a start or 2 into the minor leagues during the season. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. You're going to have guys on the DL. You're going to have guys missing starts. You're going to have sore arms. It's just the way the world works. So you need pitching. So from that standpoint, I don't have a problem with it. I really don't. I don't think it's a problem. Dan in Poughkeepsie, what's up, Dan?
Thanks for taking my call, Mike.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, can you imagine what the TV ratings must have been for that football game last night?
I'm sure, you know what? I'm sure they were good. I didn't see anything on the ratings yet. Well, how good were the ratings last night? They had to be the highest rated game of the year on Monday night. I mean, I'd be shocked if it wasn't. I would think the ratings were very good for the game. The ratings for the overall this year have been very, very high. So, they've been a big bounce back year. I would think the ratings last night were probably the highest they've had for a couple of years on Monday Night Football, though I don't know for sure. I haven't seen anything talked about on the ratings. So ESPN's a little tricky than going with regular network ratings. So it's a little easier when you're dealing with NBC than you're, say, dealing with ESPN. But, but how high compared? So it's the highest game since 2014. Okay, that figures. You figured it'd be big. So the highest rated game since 2014. That makes sense. Sonny and Malvern, what's up, Sonny?
Hey, Mike, as far as the Michigan-Ohio State game, I'm with you. I think Michigan wins, and I think they win big. Any team that gets up over
listen, I'm not going to go win big in Ohio State. 7 would be plenty. I mean, winning big at Ohio State's not easy.
Yeah, Mike, they gave up over 300 yards to Maryland last week. They haven't played
300?
Well.
They gave over 500.
No, rushing, I mean.
They gave over 500 yards of total offense in the game.
Yeah, 339 yards rushing.
Yeah, the kid had 300 yards rushing in the game.
Yeah, and they haven't played well since the loss to Purdue back in October. And, Mike, I don't know if you heard this. There's rumors about Urban Meyer retiring.
There's been rumors about him not returning all year. Ever since the incident, there's been rumors that he's going to leave. I don't know what's true, and I wouldn't be surprised if he left. He's an emotional guy. There's been a lot of rumblings that he might leave after this year. Maybe it's true. He would go anywhere he wants. He's Urban Meyer. And he might just be doing that just to kind of shake up the administration. I'm sure the administration is hearing from alumni who are saying he better not leave. You know what? There's not much you can do. If he wants to leave, he leaves. Urban's a guy, most of these guys, they stay, they move. I mean, it's very rare that they stay put. Very few guys stay put in one place. I mean, it's very rare to stay in one place. Look at me, I stay in one place all my life. I mean, I had one job for 31 years. One job, never did another job. I mean, I had a couple of side things I did, but I mean, my main job was the same every day, same show every day, over 30 years. That's it. So I've had one position, and really since I was 32 years old, I've had one job. That's basically it. Which is unusual. I mean, Urban Meyer's been so Urban Meyer was an assistant coach, of course. He was an assistant at Notre Dame. He was at Bowling Green. He was at Utah. He was at Florida. And now he's at Ohio State. And that's typical. You go through the average coach, look how many jobs he's had. Look how many jobs Saban has had. I mean, so that's what makes Belichick unusual. That's what makes Krzyzewski unusual. Krzyzewski goes to Duke. He stays at Duke. After Army, stays at Duke all these years. He's been at Duke. Second year there, they were going to get rid of him. They didn't. Tom Butters, give him credit, doesn't. He's been there since the late 70s. Krzyzewski, look how, you got him. You got, obviously, Belichick, how long he's been at New England for the pros is just a remarkable number. What Popovich has done, extremely unusual. Really, to stay in there that long. Now he did have one guy and I think that's a big part of it. Having a guy like Duncan made it very easy for him to stay all those years. I think it really makes a difference. But, coaches move around. They do. I mean, they get a lot of jobs. I think most people, I don't know what the average person probably has in his life, probably, 3 or 4 jobs? Maybe at least a couple, right? I would think. Not one. But even if you say you're a doctor, you might not be in the same hospital all those years. You might move. You might have your own practice. You might be in a hospital. You might be in a different setting. You might have, so it might, from that standpoint or whatever, you're going to make changes 2 or 3 different times in your life. One place your whole life is unusual. No matter what your profession is. But when we come back, quick break.